IELTS Cambridge 3 Test 2 AC Reading Module. Reading Passage 1, Questions 1 to 13. The headline of the passage, A Remarkable Beetle. Questions 1 to 5, yes, no, not given. In this type of question, candidates are asked to find out whether the statement in the question matches with the claim of the writer in the text. Yes, the statement in the question contradicts with the claim of the writer in the text. No, the statement in the question has no clear connection with the account in the text. Not given. Tips for this type of question. You can divide each statement into 3 independent pieces and make your way through with the answer. Question number 1. Bush flies are easier to control than buffalo flies. Keywords for the question, bush flies, easier, control, than, buffalo flies. We can see the mention of bush flies and buffalo flies in paragraph number 2 in the last lines. And avoiding the soft cattle dung, in which bush flies and buffalo flies breed. However, there is no comparison on the control of these 2 kinds of flies. So, the answer is not given. Question number 2. 4,000 species of dung beetle were initially brought to Australia by the Xero. Keywords for the question, 4,000 species, dung beetle, initially brought to Australia by Xero. In the second paragraph, the writer says, more than 4,000 species of these remarkable creatures have evolved and adapted to the world's different climates and the dung of its many animals. Here, the author says that there are over 4,000 species of dung beetles in the world. Then, in paragraph number 3 in lines 6 to 8, the author of the text says, between 1968 and 1982, the Xero imported insects from about 50 different species of dung beetle from Asia, Europe and Africa, aiming to match them to different climatic zones in Australia. Here, imported is equal to brought to. This means only 50 species of dung beetles were imported to Australia by the Xero, not 4,000 species. So, the answer is no. Question number 3. Dung beetles were brought to Australia by the Xero over a 14-year period. Keywords for the question, dung beetles, brought to Australia by Xero over 14-year period. In paragraph number 3, take a look at lines 6 to 8 again. Between 1968 and 1982, the Xero imported insects from about 50 different species of dung beetle from Asia, Europe and Africa, aiming to match them to different climatic zones in Australia. Here, between 1968 and 1982 is equal to 14-year period. So, the answer is a yes. Question number 4. At least 26 of the introduced species have become established in Australia. Keywords for the question, at least 26 introduced species become established, Australia. Take a look at the last few lines of paragraph number 3. Of the 26 species that are known to have become successfully integrated into the local environment, only one, an African species released in northern Australia, has reached its natural boundary. Here, have become successfully integrated into the local environment is equal to have become established in Australia. So, the answer is a yes. Question number 5. The dung beetles cause an immediate improvement to the quality of a cow pasture. Keywords for the question, dung beetles, cause, immediate improvement, quality, cow pasture. First, have a close look at lines 1 to 2 and paragraph number 4. Introducing dung beetles into a pasture is a simple process. Approximately 1,500 beetles are released, a handful at a time, into fresh cow pats in the cow pasture. Then, Take a look at the final lines of the same paragraph. In time they multiply, and within 3 or 4 years the benefits to the pasture are obvious. Here, within 3 or 4 years the benefits to the pasture are obvious is equal to pasture takes long time to improve. So, the answer is no. Questions 6 to 8. Labeling a diagram. In this type of question, candidates are asked to label a diagram by choosing types from a box using the information in the passage. Keywords are important to find answers correctly. Generally, this type of question maintains a sequence. However, we should not be surprised if the sequence is not maintained. Find the keywords in the passage, and you are most likely to find the answers. Question number 6. Keywords for the question: 10 to 20 cm below cowpatch surface. Take a look at lines 7 to 8 in paragraph number 5. South African beetles dig narrow tunnels of approximately 20 centimeters below the surface of the pat. Here, approximately 20 centimeters below the surface of the pat is equal to 10 to 20 cm below cowpatch surface, matches with the scale in the picture. So, the answer is South African. Question number 7. Keywords for the question: 30 centimeters below cowpatch surface. Again, in paragraph number 5 take a look at lines 3 to 5 of paragraph number 5. Some large species originating from France excavate tunnels to a depth of approximately 30 centimeters below the dung pat. Here, approximately 30 centimeters below the dung pat is equal to 30 centimeters below cowpatch surface, matches with the scale in the picture. So, the answer is French. Question number 8. Keywords for the question: 0 to 10 cm below cowpatch surface. Again, the answer can be found in paragraph number 5. Look at line number 6. The shallowest tunnels belong to a much smaller Spanish species. Here, the shallowest tunnels is equal to 0 to 10 cm below cowpatch surface, matches with the scale in the picture. So, the answer is Spanish. Questions 9 to 13. Completing table with no more than 3 words or a number. In this type of question, candidates need to fill in the gaps in a table with no more than 3 words or a number. Skimming and scanning, both reading skills are essential for this question type. Question number 9. Keywords for the question: Spanish, 1.25 centimeters, preferred climate. Lines 3 to 4 of paragraph number 6 give us the answer to this question. The large French species, 2.5 cm is long, is matched with smaller, half this size, temperate climate Spanish species. Here, half this size is equal to 1.25 centimeters, temperate climate is equal to preferred climate. So, the answer is temperate. Question number 10. Keywords for the question: Spanish, start of active period. In paragraph number 6 of the text, the writer says in lines 4 to 7, the former are slow to recover from the winter cold and produce only 1 or 2 generations of offspring from late spring until autumn. The latter, which multiply rapidly in early spring, produce 2 to 5 generations annually. In the previous lines, the writer provides information about French species in the beginning of paragraph number 6, and then we find information about Spanish species. Now, in lines 4 to 7, the former indicates French species, according to English grammar, and the latter indicates Spanish species. Therefore, the latter is equal to Spanish species, multiply is equal to active period of giving birth. So, the answer is early spring. Question number 11. Keywords for the question Spanish, number of generations per year. Take a look at lines 6 to 7 of paragraph number 6 where the writer says, the latter, which multiply rapidly in early spring, produce 2 to 5 generations annually. Here, produce is equal to give birth to generations, annually is equal to per year. So, the answer is 2 to 5/2 to 5. Question number 12. Keywords for the question, South African ball roller, preferred climate. In paragraph number 6 the author mentions, in line number 7, the South African ball rolling species, being a subtropical beetle. So, the answer is subtropical. Question number 13. Keywords for the question, South African ball roller, complementary species. In paragraph number 6 look at lines 7 to 9. The South African ball rolling species, being a subtropical beetle, prefers the climate of northern and coastal New South Wales where it commonly works with the South African tunning species. Here, it commonly works with is equal to complementary species. So, the answer is South African tunneling.